Ho, ho, ho. Merry fucking Christmas. Oh my God. It's that time of the year. I love that time of the year. I did a little redecorating. I got my Godzilla elf on the shelf. I got my Deadpool star on top of my tree. I am ready to go. I don't know about any of you guys, but let's get this started because this is a great movie that we're going to cover tonight. And I have a special guest joining me for the first time ever, Emperor Goodwin. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing well. Thanks for inviting me. I love this movie. It really is a Christmas staple for me. But I mean, it so captures what it was like to be a kid. I mean, the mentality of it, and the worldview, and how you see everything. It really does take me back.
Oh, yeah. And hello to Zalosi and Fox Hills, you guys in chat. How you doing, Bendover? It's great to see you. Um, this is definitely one of my favorite movies ever. I cannot survive the holidays without seeing this movie at least once. And when it comes to actual Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, when it has that 24-hour point showing, I'm there. I'm sitting in front of my TV. I got my hot chocolate. I got all my stuff ready, and I am there for the next 24 hours just watching that movie over and over and over.
Absolutely, yeah. It's Christmas Story's on. Well, I'll be sitting here and watching this, but you've seen it 87 times. It's fine. I'll watch it 88.
I'll watch it even more.
That's right.
Yeah, my mom, she'll be like, "Oh, I don't want to watch it." Then go watch your own TV.
Exactly. Well, what's on this TV is going to be your Christmas Story.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I have a TV in my room. I stay out of my room, mother dear. You can go watch your other stuff in the main living room or in your TV room. If you're going to make dinner, let me know. I will be there when it's dinner time. But don't forget, I will be bringing my cell phone with me so I can watch it on there.
Yes. And watch out for the Bumpus's dogs in case they show up to steal your Christmas dinner.
Damn you, Bumpus! So yeah, this is a great movie. Guys in the chat or people who are going to be watching this later, you are missing out. Here we got on the screen, we got a picture of Ralphie, who is our main character. And all he wants for Christmas is a BB gun.
The Red Ryder. Range
Red
model,
Ryder.
carbon action BB gun.
And you want to know what's funny? My Uncle Kiko, when he was a kid, he actually had a Red Ryder.
You had the Red Ryder? Yeah, yes. I had the lower end Daisy BB gun. We weren't fancy enough to get the Red Ryder, but
yeah. My Uncle Kiko, he got the Red Ryder BB gun. He was the one dressed up like a tick about to pop.
Uh-huh.
My mom is the one who got her tongue stuck to a light pole.
Who was the pink nightmare? A deranged Easter bunny.
That's my brother. I have pictures. I was going to put them in, but I was like, oh, my brother watches YouTube. If he sees this, I am so toast. Because he has pictures of him, and it's him in the pink bunny suit, and even turned around as well of him shaking his butt, where you can see the tail.
Of the tail, yeah.
So I have multiple pictures of that stuff, and it's like blackmail for me. I have so much blackmail on my brother just because of pictures and being able to, Adobe is a girl's best friend.
Oh yeah. It's like I don't know why you're wearing this today at the wedding. It seems unusual, but you make your choices. There's an unfortunate picture of me in a blue one because I was in a school play like in first grade. It was Peter Rabbit, and so there's like a line of 4 of us that are all in these bunny suits, and I'm just like, look, I didn't own this. This was a costume I had to wear.
Well, here's the icing on the cake. Okay, my brother, he's in the bunny suit. But he's wearing this bunny suit at the age of 44.
It's like, do we need to take you to a facility? I think you've lost it. You're running around in your pink nightmare.
He does it for his daughters.
Okay, well then I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah. But he's goofy as hell as it is. So Yeah, and he was like, "Do you want one?" And I'm like, "No."
No, I'm holding out for the leg lamp.
I was like, "No, you keep
Yeah.
that."
No, it's a look only you can pull off. You go ahead and do that.
Yeah, Valkyria Winter, how you doing? Um, Skull, right back at you. Uh, but yeah, it's been let's see, last time I saw this movie was, of course, last year.
Mhm.
The 24-hour.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes, Grizzle, you'll shoot your eye out, kid.
That's right.
You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out.
Well, little did they realize that he wouldn't need to shoot his eye out. He would lose his vision due to soap poisoning. It was the life boy. No, no.
So, anyways, our movie starts off with them with Ralphie and his friends going to a store called Higbee's, which back in its day would be the equivalency to Macy's.
Yes.
Um,
I love the idea of the childhood greed and the lust. As you see the new toys that are going to be available for the Christmas, much like when I was growing up, you'd get the Sears or the Penny's Christmas catalogs, and you would just wear the pages out, looking at everything that you wanted.
and you see the future Annabelle dolls in the corner.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. The future Annabelle dolls. You got their
Shooting your eye out will be the least of your concerns.
yeah. But it makes me wonder. It's now this movie came out in 1983. I wasn't even born yet. I was actually born in 1983.
Ah,
So
what
yeah.
what month did this come out in '83?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. Probably around Christmas.
Yeah, although a number of like Christmas like movies would come out in the summers, but yeah, I would have been like 13 when this came out.
Let me check this out. Christmas Story, 1983 film. November.
Yeah, so yep, I'd have been 13.
Yeah. It was close to Christmas. Not Christmas, but close to it.
Yeah, yeah. The more recent idea of going to see a movie on Christmas Day, that wasn't really a thing in '83.
Yeah, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't know. I wasn't born
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
The two movies that I absolutely adore, I was not born for, but came out the year I was born, and that was Labyrinth
Oh yeah.
with David Bowie. I
Mhm.
absolutely adore that movie.
And his bulging crotch.
What can be seen, what is seen cannot be unseen.
Indeed, yes.
And this movie, I absolutely adore it. It's but yeah, we start off with the Higbee's opening scene, and Sonia Lysette, sweetie, I see you there, having fun with all the new emojis that are over there.
Uh-huh.
You see all the boys with the childhood greed, like you said, nose pressed
Yes,
up against the glass, like, ooh, I want this, I want that. Look at
exactly.
that.
I want all of it.
Oh yeah, and then dun dun
He
dun.
locks in.
You want to read what that says?
It's all yours, little beaver. This 200-shot range model air rifle is just like the one I used in my range wars chasing rustlers and bad guys. And
Very
I
well
believe it.
done.
I mean, Red Ryder wouldn't lie to you.
Yeah, very well done. Bravo. Well read. And then, of course, like I said, you got the Annabelle doll right underneath them.
Yeah, Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Raggedy Andy.
I had a Raggedy Ann,
Well, there we go.
and then
See?
I also had a Cabbage Patch.
Oh,
I
yes.
said,
The Cabbage Patch. Well, that was '83. The first year of the Cabbage Patch hype when people were spending hundreds of dollars for them.
yeah, that was when people were fighting like dogs over that come
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I saw the videos of that. It was like fucking throwing meat into a cage of rabid
Yeah,
dogs or
Arnold
something.
Schwarzenegger wouldn't have stood a chance at those stores. The women just would have torn him to shreds trying to get the doll.
Yeah. So now we come to Ralphie. He's daydreaming about ways, he's scheming about ways that he can get his parents to buy him one,
Yes.
specifically his mother, considering that mothers usually do the shopping.
Well, and more importantly, she has the great rejection to any child that wants a BB gun. You know, you got to
And
work
it's like
around the you'll shoot your eye out
and she has
defense.
a great rejection to anybody who wants to have fun.
That's true. Yeah.
I love how his little brother back there has some weird ass eyes.
I know.
Seriously, he looks cross-eyed.
He is. He probably is at that moment.
But yeah, you can see he has on the magazine ad that fits right into his mother's magazine.
Exactly.
So he slips it into his mother's magazine, goes downstairs for breakfast, and starts to drop hints as towards what he wants. And he uses the most ridiculous ones. For example, telling his parents that his friend saw some grizzly bears over at the candy store. Hence
Yes.
their confused looks.
Look, I mean, we've all been there at one time or another. You know, you hallucinate a couple of grizzly bears in a candy store, and then people start looking at you strange. And you know, just this is part of childhood. You know, I'm sure we all saw things like that.
I didn't see grizzly bears, but I did remember hallucinating a bunch of Barbie dolls.
Well, there you go. See, you know, and I'm sure that look is very similar to what your mother would have had on her face if you told her that.
Well, she gives me that look daily now
Yeah, yeah,
because the things that come out of my mouth is just crazy.
yeah. I'm used to that look from my wife continuously. Yeah, I say something and she just looks, and I'm like, I don't know why you're looking at me like this. You've known me for a long time.
I'm pretty sure that if any of my mods met me face to face and they had me talking for a while in conversation, I'd start getting that look from them.
Yeah, or the peepo sus, where it's like, I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure Sonia would probably start checking my temperature.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you
Also,
good, girl?
I love Darren McGavin in this.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, he's great. This
yeah,
is one of his best movies.
it is. Yeah, I mean, he's. I remember him from the '70s TV series The Night Stalker, Kolchak the Night Stalker, which was kind of like the X Files long before the X Files.
Mm-hmm.
But he is. I mean, he's got like so much um, dad energy in this movie. I mean, he is like the prototypical what you imagine with fathers. You know, not just not like the Leave It to Beaver, you know, suit and tie kind of thing or whatever. Yeah, he's dressed appropriately, but he also loses his shit on
Oh,
a
yeah.
regular basis
Well,
with
I'm
things.
trying to think of the, uh, let's see. Now I remember when he's about to leave the water heater.
The boiler, yeah, for the
Yeah,
house, yeah.
goes off.
It's a
And
clinker.
it's a clinker.
Yes,
And he goes
somebody
downstairs.
wove a
Yeah,
tapestry of
and he's
obscenity that even now.
that's still floating over the
Yes,
lake.
yes,
That's still floating over Lake Michigan or whatever
yes,
to this
yes,
day.
yes. Some artists work in oils, other in marble. My father worked in obscenity.
Yeah, he did a great job. And this is just another reason why you guys should watch it, because this is a movie that appeals to everybody. Every single person out there has experienced something in this movie at some point in time.
Yeah, I mean, it really is like the childhood compressed all into one movie. You know, the crazy schemes that you come up, the thinking you're more clever than you are, the adults acting in a way that you're like, what is going on with those people? You know, and then the obsessions that you would
Yes.
get. You know, that one toy you
Yeah.
had to have. Oh, you know, forever you could have all of my allowance money until I die if I just get this one toy.
That happened to me every Christmas.
Yeah,
There was one Christmas. where I wanted a Catwoman portrait. And my dad said, well, if you want that Catwoman portrait, you have to figure out this math problem. He gave me a math problem, knowing damn well me and math do not mix. And of course, God bless my grandmother Betty. She got it for me, and my dad was pissed. Oh well, sorry, father.
I cheated.
Yeah. I remember even my grandfather Greg even tried to give me a calculator, and my dad was like, "I see what you're doing there."
No help from the studio audience, please.
Yeah, exactly. See, even Sonia says, even Sonia has one. That was me with a wishbone stuffed animal I wanted so bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about being a kid is like you really live in the moment. The idea of next week seems so ludicrously far away. That it's just everything is right in front of you. And so the thing that you're obsessed with right now is the most important thing ever until the next thing. But the next thing will happen later, and that's not really our concern, right? We're just worried about living right now.
Yeah. So he gives that, and then as usual, as a student, of course, his parents kick him out of the house, him and his little brother, after getting them ready for school. He runs to school. A whole bunch of crap happens at school. I want to tell you so much. I have so many pictures I want to show you. He and his friends over on recess, they have a little two of his friends out over in recess have a little debate over whether or not if you stick your tongue to a metal light bulb or
A metal
stick
pole.
your tongue to a metal pole, will it stick? So outside on the playground, even though I don't have pictures for this, guys, I am so sorry. The two friends, Flick and what was the other one?
I don't know. Flick's the one that ends up sticking his tongue to
the Flick and I forget
the other one's the one that Ralphie blames for dropping the F-bomb.
Yeah, so Schwartz, that's what it is.
Schwartz, yeah.
So Flick and Schwartz get in a debate over in the playground. Schwartz says that if you stick your tongue to the pole, that it'll stick.
Yeah, his dad saw a kid do it once.
Yeah, to a train track.
Yeah. And Flick is like, your dad is crazy. Here we go. And then we begin the protocols of daring.
Daring, yes. The I dare you.
There is a breach. There is a breach of protocol.
Yes, he skipped the double dare
and
went straight to a triple dare.
The triple dog dare. That was oh man.
Oh yeah, that's the icing on a cake. You can't turn it down when it's the triple dog dare.
Yep.
So he had to, and stuck his tongue to the flagpole.
And the recess bell rang, so everybody else had to go in.
Yep, except for him because his tongue got stuck.
Yes.
His teacher looking around the classroom. Where's Flick?
Yes.
Has anyone seen Flick? And they point outside, and there he is, just struggling. You see his hands flailing around. He's stuck to the pole, and the teacher's like, oh my God.
You have to bring the fire department to get him off of it. Then he has a bandage on his tongue.
Yeah. Comes in, his tongue's all bandaged and stuff like that. I'm sorry, but that looked so damn funny.
It was. The best part is when she's like, Flick hasn't told me who's involved, but I know you're all very ashamed, and everybody, oh yes, and Ralphie shaking his head, oh yeah, and looking around like, who did this dastardly deed?
And the guilt you feel.
Yes.
Far worse than anything. It's like a guilt trip.
And Ralphie's like, I don't know why adults say that. No, it's not worse. Guilt we just shrug off.
Yeah, so Ralphie sees so she decides to give the class
they have to write a theme.
Yes, they have to write a theme. She gives them an assignment. You have to write a theme. What I want for Christmas. And
Perfect.
Ralphie sees this as a inspiration. Like, yes, yes, this is a way if I can get the word out there. I can get her on my
It's like
side.
the world is aligning to his plans.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And then of course, you see him, he's written his theme, he sees it, it's a masterpiece. Uh
Yeah,
and even in
he
the
then imagines
oh,
the warm reception that he will receive when she's
oh
disappointed
yeah.
with all of these themes, but then reads his A
And he's
plus
just like
plus plus
plus
plus
plus
plus
plus
plus.
all over the walls, all over
Yes.
the chalkboard, everywhere. And she's dressed in this uh Victorian outfit. And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, F, oh, F, F,
Yep.
F, margins, margins. But can't you? Oh my God, these papers. Oh,
Yes.
Ralphie opens it up. The theme I've
Sheer
been waiting
poetry.
for all my life.
And then does the heart flutter? And yes.
Look at
And the
this.
children all have a
Look at
parade
this.
for him. Essentially, they're all applauding and cheering as they lift him up on
Look
their
at this
shoulders.
sentence. A Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in stock. And this thing that tells time.
Yes.
Poetry.
Poetry.
Pure poetry. Ralphie, A plus. A plus, 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 all over the walls, all over the
Yes. The
everywhere.
chalkboard
And
is full.
the kids pick him up, they put him on their shoulders, and he's just, yeah, he's cheering.
Again, that's exactly what you would imagine as a kid. I pulled this off, and then the city will probably have a parade for me and all that. None of that's actually going to happen, but you convince yourself in the moment that this is true.
Oh yeah, I had when I was a kid in kindergarten and stuff. I had moments like that,
Oh yeah,
and then of course my world would come crashing down when I would get that
yeah. Reality would
paper
show up
returned.
and go, "Oh, that was a cute story you had, kid," but that's not going to work out.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's not how reality is.
Mhm.
I tried so many times in school doing that kind of stuff, and my dad would always be like, "I told you not to do this," and it's like, yeah, yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
But I thought I'd get away with it this time.
Yeah. So he thinks he has a masterpiece, and then he goes to deliver to the teacher. But not only that, but also delivers a bribe, a fruit
Yes,
basket.
exactly,
He figures he's gonna bribe her with the fruit basket, and that'll make everything okay.
exactly.
And as she's waiting for him to sit down, he's like, "Gotcha." Winks at her, points at her like, "Yeah."
Yeah, all right. I got this now. I mean, she is a government official, so bribing her does seem to be reasonable, plan, but it doesn't work out. She, for some reason, is incorruptible.
Yes, but hey, she's got some free food,
Hmm.
and thus reality
Oh
sets
my
in.
God, it's a conspiracy.
He gets his paper back. He gets a C plus with
And then
a
she's wearing the Wicked Witch of the West outfit. C
yes,
plus.
C plus. C plus. And then his mom standing next to her, dressed up as the Joker. Uh,
Yeah, she's
Just
a court
as
jester. Yeah,
a court jester saying, and they're both going, "You'll shoot your eye out, you'll shoot your eye out,"
mhm.
and then start laughing at him.
The conspiracy has got him.
Oh yeah, it was great. Oh my God, yeah. Um, so then he figures last resort, Santa. He'll go.
Yeah,
He'll go to Santa.
exactly. You got to bypass these minor functionaries. You got to go right to the head.
Yeah, you got to go straight to Boss Man.
Yeah.
You got to go straight to Santa. So he figures, yeah, I'll go to Santa, where he meets a creepy kid who has a weird obsession with the Wizard of
I
Oz.
like the Wizard of Oz. Do you
As
like it?
I like the Tin Man.
Yeah. Don't bother me, kid.
I never figured out, was that a boy or a girl?
It's a boy, and he's wearing like the aviator helmet with the goggles, and
Yeah, I was never able to figure it out because I was like, it, passed it to me. What I loved even more about this movie, it's narrated by the guy who wrote it. And when Ralphie goes to stand in line, the guy who wrote it is actually standing in line.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he tells Ralphie, hey, kid, this is the end of the line. You got to go. I mean, this is the beginning of the line. You got to go all the way
Yep.
to the back.
Yep.
So, yeah, I love how they included him in the movie.
Yeah, he is so good with the narration because I mean he speaks with the enthusiasm that he would have had, you know, at that age, and
Well, he said he said this is all part of his life. He said this is all happened from
yeah,
his life.
yep, yeah. And
So,
again, we all could write something like this because you know you have to remember what life was like as a child and how you thought and the things that you obsessed about and you know the crappy planning that you put together, you know, the very naive view of the world you had, but to you that was how the thing, you know, everything worked. And so as an adult looking at it, it looks absurd, but it's absolutely reasonable if you remember how you thought as a kid.
yeah, and then of course, you know, even after he has that problem with the test and stuff, you know, on his way home, he's upset, he's pissed off. What happens? Oh, the bully shows up. No, you don't want the
Scut
bully to show up. Yeah,
Farkas.
Scott Farkas.
He had yellow eyes. Yellow eyes. I swear to God.
Yeah, and his crummy little toady, and Scott, he just pushes the wrong buttons,
Yep.
and
Gets him at the
next you
wrong
know,
time.
boom, little kids taken out of God, who I don't know what grade Scott Farkas was in, but man, Ralphie took him down. He tackled his ass.
Yeah, well, it's again the Scott wasn't ready for it, and you know because he's so used to. Well, he's sitting there. What are you going to do? Cry, baby, cry. And Ralphie finally pops his top,
Yeah,
and it's just rage.
yeah, it beats the crap out of him till the point he has a bloody nose, and he starts screaming obscenities that would make his dad proud, or at least
Yes,
probably. Um,
and I love Schwartz, or no, it's Flick. That Ralphie, your mom, and he's like cutting it out. And he's like whistling, you know, like I'm not part of this.
yeah, exactly. They're like, yeah, we don't know him. We're not part of this.
Yeah, I'm definitely not part of this, and
The,
do not tell my mom I was anywhere
yeah,
near this.
the Scott Farkas affair.
Yes.
Uh, and then, of course, you know he has the little orphan Annie, Dakota.
Yes.
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. Oh God.
Son of a bitch.
And then, of course, the Christmas tree.
Yes.
That's where the phone call comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I wish I had a clip to play for
Well,
that.
it's yeah, they're driving to get the Christmas tree, and then we have a flat because his dad buys the used tires, and they're tires only in the loosest of possible senses.
They're tires in the academic sense. They were
Yes,
wrong. They had once been made of rubber.
that's right. Yes. And then he dumps the lug nuts and drops the fudge, but he didn't
Yeah,
say fudge. He
yeah.
said the king mother of all swear
The
words.
F dash dash
Dash
dash
dash.
word.
Yeah.
Uh,
And you know, he would have got away with it,
yep.
but his mom decided to take a dig on his dad, and his dad was like, "Oh, was that right? Well, do you know what your son said?"
No, I'll tell you what he
I
said.
tell you. Ah!
Next thing you know, he's in his Next thing you know, they're at home. He's sitting on the bathroom with his mother in front of him, with a bar of soap in his mouth, and she takes it out. She's like, "Now, where did you hear that word?" And he's thinking, "I hear that word 100 times a day from my dad."
Yep.
So, chicken's out. Schwartz
Oh, okay.
sticks the soap back in, goes to call the family.
And he had become a connoisseur of soaps over the years. Lifebuoy had a certain piquant charm to it.
But yeah, calls the mom, tells the mom. Oh my God, the mom.
Yeah, what? You just hear Schwartz getting murdered on the other end of the line.
That was like child abuse right there.
That's all
Even the
right. That's what
mother,
I would have had. Yeah, that's all you would have heard if my mom got that call or something.
yeah, yeah, she's like looking at the phone like, oh my God.
Yeah, she very very easily hangs it up because she brought down doom upon poor Schwartz.
Yeah, and that's when Ralphie gets the idea of going to Santa and bypassing all headquarters and just going straight to the man.
Exactly.
Uh, and
He has some performance anxiety. Look, this has happened to all of us at one time or another. You get to a certain age, and you just, you're
well,
ready, and then you kind of freeze up.
well, I mean, well, let's not forget how they were. They picked him up, they twirled him around, and then the guy is in your face going, ho, ho,
Ho,
ho.
ho, ho, ho.
Merry Christmas. And what would you like, little boy? Of course he's going to freeze up.
Yeah, he just vapor locks.
Yeah. How would you like
How about
a
a nice football? Sure.
football? What's a
Yeah.
football?
Yeah.
Okay, get him out of here.
I mean, this is a hell of a setup for the visiting Santa thing because you
Yeah.
go all the way up. You have a big staircase, and then you take a big slide all the way down. This is they're pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, he's so zoned out. He's still so out of it. He doesn't even realize they're setting him up to go down the slide.
Nope. And then it suddenly hits him
Yeah,
just as they're getting ready to slide.
he
He
just
stops
turns around,
himself and climbs back up.
says, "No, no, no! I want an official Red Ryder BB gun with," and he gives the whole description of everything he wants. And Santa just looks at him and says,
You
"You
should
should
try
try
out,
it."
kid.
Yeah, and
And it puts a boot to his face to knock
Yep.
him down the slide.
going with the final words of "ho, ho,
Ho,
ho,"
ho, ho.
while Ralphie just goes down screaming, "No!"
Oh, the conspiracy. It's everywhere.
Yeah, everyone's after him. Christmas morning.
But
Everybody's getting their stuff. You
I
gotta.
love the little brother that decides that every gift is his.
This is mine. Oh,
Yeah.
this is.
Oh, that is mine.
Ooh, fire truck. This is mine. Ooh, a zeppelin. Ooh, this is hard. No, this is mine. But turns out, the thing that's really, really hard is actually a bowling ball for his dad.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, he's so excited about it. The mom's like, just give him a present.
Yes. Just to shut him up.
Yeah. And the mother tells Ralphie, since he's playing Santa, I think I see your Aunt Clara's gift over there. And his Aunt Clara has for years labored under the delusion that he was not only perpetually 4 years old, but also a girl.
Yes.
Which
Why don't you go put it on? I don't want to. Ralphie, you go upstairs and put that on.
Put it on right now, Mom. Now.
And here we go.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the pink bunny. This is
the pink nightmare, the deranged Easter bunny.
This is what started all the internet memes of a pink bunny outfit.
Yes.
It's not Easter, it was this movie. This movie is what brought it about. The pink bunny costumes, all that stuff. This is what brought it about. He even had a fluffy little tail, fluffy little bunny eyes staring back up at him.
Yes. I love this is the moment when his dad, who there's always a certain amount of fear with the dad, but also, the certain amount of awe with him or whatever. But his dad really sides with him. And
his dad's like, oh my God. Meanwhile, the mother's like, oh, he's so adorable.
Looks like a deranged Easter bunny. It's a pink nightmare.
Oh no, it's not. It's adorable.
Ralphie, do you want to wear that? And he's like, no. And he's like, well, go take that off. And she's like, all right, but you have to wear it whenever Aunt Clara comes to visit.
Yeah, and he's horrible. He's horrified too, because he was like, if anybody from my school catches me in this, sees me in this, my life in school is over.
Oh yeah.
And he's right about that.
Absolutely.
He will be the joke
Yeah, you can't come back from that kind of damage to your reputation.
Oh no, 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 no. Not even with the Scott Fargus affair. I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
That would not help at
no,
all.
no. It only casts more shame on Scott Farkus because the Pink Nightmare beat him up.
Hmm. Uh, all the presents have been opened. Ralphie's a little bit upset. He hasn't gotten his BB gun till his dad points out, "Hey, what's that over there?" And you always know something's up when a parent says something like that.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Sit behind the desk.
Why don't you go check it out?
Yes.
And lo and behold, it's the BB gun.
Yes.
Question is, will he shoot his eye out?
Oh, of course not. That wouldn't happen.
No, never.
No.
Because he knows how to use it,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. His dad's
Absolutely.
even, like, telling him, like, how to put, load in the BBs.
Yeah, he knows how to load the BBs. And of course, the dad's ecstatic because, he's the one that bought it because he had one as a kid. He had one when he was 8 years old, according to what he told his wife.
Yes.
Um,
She's like, "I thought we agreed not to get that. I had one when I was 8." The kid, he's reliving his childhood through his son.
yeah, dads always do that. So the mother lets Ralphie go out and play with it while she brings out the turkey. And, the dad, he's a turkey connoisseur. I mean, then again, who isn't? Who
Yes,
isn't?
exactly.
I
He's a
mean, deep
turkey
down,
holic. He's a
yeah,
turkey holic.
I'm pretty sure deep down inside, every vegan is too.
Yeah,
They,
yeah,
they wish it, but they can't
yes,
have it.
yes.
They've lost their privilege.
The forbidden fruit.
Yes. And he pushes her away. And what's sad is he's the only one in that family that actually gets to have some of that turkey.
Yeah, he steals like a piece of skin. There we go.
He steals a piece of skin and a piece of meat later
Ah,
on.
yeah.
But that's what sucks is he's the only one that actually gets to have a piece of the
Well,
the
I mean, it's understandable because this is the whole reason for the holiday for him. He gets a turkey. This is what he's been looking forward to. This is his Red Ryder BB gun, the turkey. And sadly, it's taken away from him.
Yes,
Those damned
that's
bumpuses.
how it is for me. Thanksgiving and Christmas, the turkey is what I look forward to. So
Yes.
Ralphie's outside. He's trying out his BB gun now. BB pellets, ladies and gentlemen, back then are metal.
Yes.
To this day, they are still metal.
Yep.
And he has pinned his target up against
A
a
metal sign.
metal sign. Now, case people don't know, metal ricochets off of metal. I don't think this young boy knows that.
Well, he's about to find out.
Oh, yeah, he's about to find out the hard way. And on top of that, the sign is angled.
Yep.
So that makes things even worse.
Yep.
So he shoots, and what happens? Boom, ricochet. He immediately thinks he shot his eye out, but no, it just hit his cheek and he's got a little bit of a bump.
Oh my God, I shot my eye out.
But where are his glasses? Few things bring swift retribution amongst the child with missing and broken glasses.
Yeah, exactly. Because this was the time, this wasn't 1 hour optical, go and get it same day or whatever. I mean, it was weeks
Yeah,
to get glasses.
sometimes in some cases months. It depended
Mm-hmm.
on your prescription.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but before he could do anything, he had to come up with a plan. So what's his plan? What's the best thing a kid can do? Okay, whip up some fake tears and an icicle hit me from the garage.
Exactly.
So he whips up some fake tears. The mother comes out, brings him into the bathroom, puts a little bit of antiseptic on it, has him hold it, and when she turns around, he breaks the fourth wall, turns towards the camera, has this big smile on his face, and he's like, "It worked! It worked!"
Exactly. I got away with it.
And then the mother turns around, and he's back to looking at her like, "Oh, it hurts, Mom.
My glasses.
My glasses. What about my glasses? You can wear the one with the crack in them until we get you some new ones."
Exactly.
And then, of course, let's see. And of course, I left my gun outside. Well, you can get your gun later. It's like, I I would be afraid to touch my gun.
Yeah. No. This is the risk you take. Look, he survived, and he didn't shoot your eye out, so it's time to go shoot some more.
Yeah. So while
The
they're up there
Bubba's
taking care of
dogs.
his eye, and the father is reading the funnies, the neighbors, the Bumpuses, their hounds, which are always breaking out of their fence and going into their yard or trying to break into their house, find their way into the house and into the kitchen.
Bubba's, you son of bitches!
And how? Well, when the mother went to get Ralphie, she left the yard
door open.
She left the door open. Big mistake. This is Mama's fault.
Uh-huh.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. It's the mom's fault.
She's been sabotaging the father the whole time. Remember, she broke his major award.
Yeah, the leg lamp.
Yeah,
that came in the box that said fragile.
Fragile must be Italian. It could be anything. It could be a bowling alley.
Why would they send a bowling alley? They can send a deed. It's a major award.
It's a major award.
Damn hell, you said an award? Yeah.
Look there. That there's a major award. He won it. Oh, you should see it from out here. The hot glow of electric sex.
And the whole time they're showing Ralphie, and he's feeling the leg.
He's feeling the leg up. Yeah.
But yeah, the turkey gets devoured by the dogs. Father chases them away, and mother comes in. She's absolutely horrified. All that hard work, and all that's left is a wing.
Yep.
And Ralphie's going, no more turkey salads, no turkey sandwiches, no turkey a la king. And he's going over all the dishes that you can have through the leftovers. And I remember when I was watching this movie, each one he named, I was just getting more and more hungry. I was like, oh God, I want I want each and every one of those.
Well, I mean, it was a game. If you had a big meal like that, I mean, you're eating the leftovers for the next week. And,
in some cases, the next 2 weeks. It depends on how big.
Yep.
Like my mom, this Thanksgiving, she got an 8-pound turkey, and we had to split it up amongst me and my mom and I, and my brothers and his wife and daughters.
Mm-hmm.
They never finished their leftovers, so my mom took their leftover turkey, their leftover stuffing, and brought it over here, and she and I devoured it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, he's like, all right, everybody get dressed.
Oh yeah, especially because he did it in he fried it in he fried it with bacon juices. Amongst the seasoning as well, and it was just absolutely heavenly. So I was like, just give me
exactly. Just give it all to me. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. You can keep the meat. Just give me the skin or whatever.
Yes.
So he's like, well, we got nothing left. This is all there is. Yep. Everybody get dressed. We're going out. So they go to Chinese.
The only place that's going to be open.
Jingle bells,
on Christmas
jingle bells, jingle all the way. And they get
the horse with bars of hurry.
They get introduced to Chinese turkey, which is basically a duck, and when it came out, it had the head still attached, and it freaked out the mother. So what did the guy do? He chopped off. Yeah,
he's like, the problem is the smiling at me. Oh, and he just takes the cleaver and swack, and then there we go. Yep.
Yeah, just takes it off, and the mother freaks out again.
Yeah.
And then after settling down a while, they all start clapping. They're like, yay, we finally have food, and they have rice and all that good stuff. And God, I want Chinese now.
Absolutely.
And of course, you can't have a happy, good Christmas night without going to sleep with your favorite Christmas present.
Exactly.
So he goes to sleep with his BB gun in hand. I hope
that way Black Bart shows up. He's ready to defend the homestead.
Oh yeah, or he can shoot himself again.
Well, there's that.
But yeah, oh man, that movie was absolutely great. And like you said, we have all experienced something from it, from bullies to ice cold winters, uh,
The
to
snowsuit that you can't lower your arms for.
my like I said, my uncle went through that.
Hmm.
Even I went through that when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
My mom would put. I went to a Catholic school, um, so she would put the school Catholic school issued a sweater on
Yeah.
me, and then she would put a vest over me, and then she
Hmm.
would put the most puffy coat
Oh yeah.
she bought for me,
Yep.
and zip it up, wrap around the scarf, and stick me on the bus. And my brother, he was always like, come on. And I would be, trying as hard as I could, because I'm, like I said, school uniform. Therefore, the girls had to wear in the lower class, that is, had to wear a jumper. So my legs were freezing cold.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so I'm trying to walk up the street, follow my brother. He's way up ahead of me. Perfectly fine. He's like the Ralphie of the group, and his buddies are already waiting at the bus stop. So I was basically the Ralphie. I even had the eating tendencies of Ralphie.
Oh, the younger one,
Mm-hmm.
the
I
one
was
where you have to, okay, how's the airplane
Mama's
going?
little piggy.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He'd sooner play with his food than eat it.
Yep.
I was that kind of kid. I
Mm.
would sooner play with my food than fucking eat it.
Yep.
And my dad, he was the type that would threaten me, eat it. And I also got the same response that the mother did. There's plenty of hungry people in China that would
Oh
be careful.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody who hasn't heard that, or at least anybody that I know who hasn't heard that response come from
Yep.
a mother.
Yep. I love the dad where he's like, get a funnel, I'll just shove it right in.
Get my plumber's help. Get my plumber's helper and the
Yeah.
funnel. I'm gonna shove it in. My mother was more subtle. Randy, how do the piggies go?
Uh-huh.
Wink, wink.
Yep.
Show mommy how the piggies eat. And he
Hmm.
just like slams his face right into his plate. And oh my God, it was so disgusting. He just
I
like,
I love when Randy is hiding in the cabinet and she's like, "What's the
after a
matter?"
fight,
"Dad's gonna kill Ralphie."
Daddy's not gonna kill Ralphie.
"Yes, he
Yes,
is."
he is. No, he won't. I promise. Would you like some milk? Uh-huh. Would you like some cookies? Uh-huh. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, it just closes the cabinet door. There we go.
Father comes home. She opens the door, makes a signal to get out, and the father's looking at him like, "What the?"
Yeah, I don't even want to know. I love the fact that the father is. I mean, he sees some of the absurdity, and you see him like recognize it and just kind of shake his head, and then put the newspaper back up or something like that. He just it's not my problem. I'm not going to deal with that.
and the and the I swear to God, Ralphie's imagination, one of a kind. When he first tells his mom that he wants a Red Ryder BB gun, he gets um he gets this imagination of kind of like way back in the days of cowboys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Black Bart and the
Yeah, Black Bart. I'm trying to
yeah,
think of what would be a good TV show to compare it to.
yeah. It's like the Lone Ranger
Yeah,
or
Lone
yeah,
Ranger. That yeah. So he sees himself as the Lone Ranger. Just he's Red Rider instead.
he's got Old
Um,
Blue with
yeah,
him.
with his old blue with him, and he sees and his parents and his little brother. They're hiding under a table, and the
His
father's like,
dad is
"Oh,
there too.
yeah."
Oh,
He's like,
Black Bart, he's back.
"Yeah, oh, save us, Ralphie." And he's peeking out the window, shooting each, and they're all
They're
coming
all in the
in.
striped, criminal type stuff from '60s Batman
Oh
style.
no, it's old
Oh, blue.
blue. And he starts, and then of course the hero music starts up, and he starts shooting each and every one of them. In between shots, he's spitting out tobacco.
Yep. Yeah, I mean that's the somebody as a kid, you watch like a TV show and then you would go out and like imagine that you are that hero and you're playing it. And yeah, you had a stick, but that stick was actually a machine gun and everybody else, all the other kids believed it was a machine gun and okay, here we go. And yeah, you could just imagine anything. And his world is shaped by the things that he's seen at the time. And that's really the kind of the essence of being a child is you don't have an understanding of like how a lot of things work, but you have your own like internal explanation based on what you've experienced or what you've seen, and you just operate in the world as if that's the way it is, and the
Yeah.
adults are busy trying to to manage that
And he
chaos.
he had to use his imagination. Sure as hell was one good one because back
Hmm.
then, he had the radio, no TV, it was
Yeah,
radio.
yeah.
Um,
Little Orphan Annie and
oh yeah,
the Shadow and all that. Yeah.
the Great Black Pirate Ship, which is
Yes.
another one that they used in that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, and they show him, and each and every time he finished every time he finished a daydream, he'd always be staring up into the sky with his eyes dazed, with a
Yeah.
goofy little smile. Um, and of course, there's also the one that he had when he got his mouth washed out with soap.
Yes.
Uh,
Where he
he
comes
comes
back,
home,
the every child, believes that someday they'll be able to come back and get vengeance on their parents for this. And he
then they
shows
say
up with
sorry.
with the sunglasses and the white cane, and he's blind.
Yeah,
And
he's
oh,
blind.
what
He's
has
got
brought you so low? It was soap poisoning. Oh no. I
I
told you
told
not
you
to
not
use
to
the life
use
boy.
this boy. My mom, when she first heard that, she goes, "I remember Life
Oh
Boy."
God. Oof, that was
I
rough.
was, I was like, "Mom, were you?" And she goes, "No, no, 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 but I remember it." I'm like,
Hmm.
"Uh-huh."
Yep.
And I am sad to say I was one of those victims. I have had my mouth washed out with soap.
You had the soap. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the soap treatment.
Yeah.
My first cuss word, I will never forget it. It was asshole.
Oh.
Kind of like Meet the Parents, where it's like Meet the Fockers. Asshole.
So.
That was my first cuss word. And I said it right when my mom was entering the car, and my brother and I were in the middle of a fight.
Oh. Yeah, you get a little heated and focused, and you're not paying attention to your
I
surroundings in
think I
real
was
life.
like in second grade.
Mm.
And yeah, so when we got home, I got the treatment.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, she didn't even ask me where I heard it from.
No,
She just gave me the treatment.
exactly. Yeah, I don't care. It came out of your mouth, and that's on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
And of course, we had a great cast for it. We had Melinda Dillon. I wish the picture came out better, but yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
you'll recognize him.
yeah, StreamYard. We had Melinda Dillon as the mother. May she rest in peace.
Yeah.
Uh, she did. She was around long enough to do the sequel, A Christmas Story, Christmas, which was the sequel, which was actually surprisingly pretty good.
I don't think I've seen it.
It was actually pretty decent. They had the original cast come back. Um, so it was pretty interesting. Even Scott Farkus, he came back. He was a police officer.
Yeah, Scott Farkus is. I'll see him in movies occasionally, even now.
Yeah, he was in Resident Evil. He
Hmm.
was in the second Resident Evil movie. He was in a couple of TV shows. Uh, but yeah, he was in the sequel to this, and amazingly enough, in the sequel, he had become the town police officer.
Ah,
Uh, so we had Melinda Dillon, who played the mother all the way up until the second movie. Darren McGavin, sadly, he did not make it to to the
The second one.
sequel. He passed away a long time beforehand. He plays the father, Ian Petrella. I don't think he's been in any other movies except for this one and the sequel.
Mm.
And Peter Billingsley. Peter Billingsley, he's been in quite a few. Some of them have been brief cameos. He was in Iron Man, where he played one of the scientists that
Mhm.
Obadiah Stane tried to have recreate the
Recreate
arc
the
reactor.
suit.
Yeah,
Yep.
the line that he had was "I'm not Tony Stark."
Mhm.
Um, he was in, of course, the sequel. He was in.
He's in a terrible 90s movie about virtual reality, and the game is real and all that. It is atrocious. But
He was also in another movie. I forget. It was where he was. It was a couples movie. Oh my god! I wish I could remember the name. But
yeah,
he
the
was.
the thing I remember him is that after this movie, he ended up. It was a couple of years later. He became an ambassador for NASA to kids and schools and stuff like that. He was actually there when Challenger blew up.
Oh wow. Um, but yeah, he's been in a few things. He acts every now and then. Not a lot, but he still acts.
Yep.
Uh, but this was actually his debut film as well.
Mhm.
Um,
And he's fantastic in it. I mean,
oh yeah,
the the whole
I can't
cast
think
is
of.
is so good.
Oh yeah, it was perfectly casted. I honestly can't think of anybody who could have played those roles. I mean, they all nailed it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, especially Peter and Darren, especially as the father.
Oh
He
god.
nailed it. I
He
can't think
is.
of
He is
anybody.
he is like the absolute the prototypical father, and not in like movie way, but actual father kind of thing. The half the time he's not really sure what's going on in his house because mom is running everything, but he's just like, all right, as long as I don't need to be involved, and also that yeah, that you think of him as kind of the disciplinarian, but um, there's the soft moments, like again when he gets Ralphie the gun,
Mhm.
and also saves him from Aunt Clara's pink nightmare.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, however, unlike just like other movies, it's not perfect.
mm-mm.
Every movie has its pros and its cons. Um, I gotta say, I don't know about you, but its pro is definitely um, its comedy.
Oh yeah, and also it is such an effective reflection of childhood. Even no matter what era you grew up in,
Hmm.
kids kind of go through the same things and have the same ideas and get locked on to certain obsessions and deal with their parents a certain way. And so it's it the voice that it has, even with the author doing voiceover, kind of setting up scenes and explaining internal monologue.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
it's so dead on correct for how you think as a child.
yeah.
It's
It has a little bit of something for everyone because it connects to everybody because everybody has had some sort of experience like that
yes,
in their life as a kid and or as a grown up.
yep.
Um,
Oh yeah, because I watched my kids and would watch this and be like, yep. I now identify with the dad a lot more than I did when I first saw the movie. But it's so great, and they there's real conflict, with and the kind of things that you would as a kid, with Scott Farkus, the bully in school, and how they like try and work around like their paths. Okay, well, let's not
oh
go
yeah,
that way because that's where Scott Farkus is. Well, yeah, that's what you did as a kid.
yeah.
And then the finally losing it with the bully. I certainly had a few moments like that. where bullies suddenly realized, oh shit, that was a lot more than I thought I was going to get, and it didn't end well for them.
Yeah, I've had to deal with bullies too, in both elementary school, middle school, and well, I didn't get bullied in high school because I was an ROTC, and if you did ROTC at my high school, you were surrounded by it was not a clique, it was a family.
Yeah,
And if you messed with one member
you get
in
it all.
ROTC, you messed with everyone,
Mm-hmm.
even outside of school. I remember during Easter one time I went to go see a movie with my friend, and in high school I've had this habit of talking like cutesy, like saying, "Oh, look, it's Mr. Bunny" and stuff like that. Just trying to be a little cutesy and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, People are getting their picture taken with the rabbit and stuff like that. I'm like, let's get our picture taken, just for fun.
Yeah.
Um, and the guy, I guess he had heard me say Mr. Bunny. And since I was short, the lady had me sit in his lap. I'm like, oh God, I am 16 years old. Okay. And you're sticking me on this guy's lap.
It's not creepy at all.
No, exactly. And my friend Jennifer, she was like, she was borderline 6'1".
Yeah.
So she had to sit next to him. And right when she's about to say three, I hear this voice go, you're giving Mr. Bunny wood. And I'm like, oh my God, take the damn picture. Take the damn picture. The lady takes the picture. I grab my picture. I pay for it. I leave. And in the picture, you can see the guy looking at me through the mouth. We speed walk away from the theater and we run into a bunch of guys from the ROTC unit.
And explain the incident you had.
We explained the incident and they said, take us to the bunny.
Mm-hmm.
I took them over there. The guy was just getting off of work, and they circled around him. And one of them was a really big dude getting ready for the Marines, and the others were moderately big as well because they intended on going into the Navy. And they circled the dude, and the dude's looking around like, "Oh shit!" And my friend Chris, who was the really big dude trying to go into the Marine Corps, he goes, "Yo, Bunny, you messing with my woman?" And the guy's freaking out. It was just hilarious seeing him try to get his way out of the whole situation. He wouldn't even talk. He was just trying to find any way he could to get out. And
that's usually a good plan. I mean, if somebody comes up with you and they're being aggressive, shut up. Let them talk themselves into throwing the punch. Don't give them fuel.
Yeah, so it's like, I know what it's like to be in these sticky situations, just like, I mean, even though it was wrong time of year compared to Christmas, I know what it's like to be in these sticky situations, just like many people have. So I've dealt with bullies at home, even like we lived in a community. Everybody at the community loved. I was not well liked in my community. I don't know why. But yeah, they all loved to pick on me.
Oh sure. Yeah, the sibling, the kind of the burden of having the little, brother, or just the relationship between them. I love when the little brother falls down and he's like, yeah, his best defense was just to act like a turtle and kind of, because
lay down like a slug.
Yeah, the bullies aren't going to worry about him. They're going after the others, and so everybody else takes off running, and then by the time he gets home, it's kind of forgotten. Okay, well that happened, right? And then it's done, and now just do your thing because you're in your home.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very much like the understanding of time as a child is very well represented in this.
Yeah, he said, in the jungles of kiddom, the mind changes quick. The mind changes topic quickly, and that's when he went straight for searching for his little orphan Annie.
Orphan Annie, yep.
Yeah,
yep.
Decoder pin,
mm-hmm.
which he still hadn't gotten. But yeah, his brother would lay there like a slug. It was his best
Yes.
defense.
When he falls
And
down in the snow, I can't get up. Ralphie,
I
I can't get up.
hold on. Yeah, we like I said, it's that's the one pro. That's one of the many pros that this movie has.
Yeah.
It connects to the audience on so many levels.
Yeah, and it's not the kind of saccharine Hallmark Channel Christmas thing that everything works out fine. Oh, isn't it wonderful? And Grandpa and the cousins are coming. Oh, we didn't think they were going to make it, and all that. This is there's a maturity in it, but part of that maturity is viewing the world as a child
Mhm.
and seeing it from that point of view. Whereas so many of the Christmas stories that we see otherwise are just they're so saccharine and everything is wonderful and sweet or fantastical, Frosty the Snowman and the one with Mother Nature and Heat Miser and all that, right? The was the Year Without Christmas. That was the kind of stuff that I kind of grew up seeing on TV. And then when this came out, it was a totally different way to do a Christmas movie that still hit everything, but it works so well for adults and for kids. Because as a kid, you're like, yeah, I mean, I'm with him. Let's do the plan. But as you get older, you look back and you go, yep, that's exactly how I thought about things. And it's amusing to me now, but at the time, it was the most important thing ever.
Yeah, and at the time when I first saw it, I was a kid and I didn't get any of those jokes. A lot of this stuff just went over my head.
Yeah,
And then I grew up and everything clicked.
yeah,
And the movie instantly became funny for me. I understood it more. It and that's the one con that I have with this. As a kid, you're not going to enjoy it very much because you're not going to understand a lot of what's going on.
yeah.
Uh,
You'll understand like the Ralphie stuff in general, but some of the jokes are not going to land.
yeah, the jokes
Um,
aren't going to land. It's
the experiences, the bullying and stuff like that, and the imagining how things are going to work out, that all kind of
yeah,
lands. But there's a like a lot of good movies that are written well for children, is that they have multiple layers, one that works for adults, one that works for the kids. This one
yeah,
isn't as strong on the working for kids. It's very much geared towards adults, making them
yeah,
remember what it was like to be a kid.
yeah. Because as far as as far as this movie goes for kids, I would imagine. Because I remember, like I said, I didn't quite get a lot of this stuff. So when I watched it with my family, when they laughed, I laughed
Mhm.
because I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
So as a kid, if you're watching this and you don't quite get it, the movie's kind of boring for you.
Mhm.
Um, and which is kind of sad, but I mean, it does have some parts that a kid can pick up on, but not a lot, and it's very subtle.
Yeah, it's
Um,
it's very much made for adults.
yes,
And it's trying to, I think one of the benefits is that when you get around the Christmas season and the adults are like, if my kid asks me for this one more time, I'm gonna bury him in the backyard. I've had enough. That when you see this movie, you kind of, again, it makes you go back and think about how you viewed the world as a kid, and then it allows you to appreciate Christmas through them a little better.
yeah, and so it's just one of those. It's something that I wish that could have been delivered to kids. But then again, at the same time, had they tried to do that, then it would have subtracted from the
The appeal of
adults.
the adults, yeah.
So it's sadly not one of those perfectly balanced ones.
No.
Um, it does a great job at bringing back memories, um, and not just bringing back memories, but bringing back memories in a clean way. They're not raunchy about it or anything like that. They bring back the funny memories, be them bad or good, but they're they bring back the good ones.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't shy away from some of the things that as a kid, you had to deal with, like bullies, or there's a few curse words that are very strategically placed
Hmm.
and done well. And I think it again that also points to made for adult, but realistic in the way that you would have experienced the world as a child.
Yes,
And
exactly.
yeah, I think that's its strength. It's so well written.
Yeah, so that's its number one pro is that it's so well written. The jokes land. It's great for adults. It's great for It's great for teenagers too, because that's when teenagers, start to pick up on certain things as well.
Yeah.
So if you're like 16 or maybe even 15, you'll start to pick up on some of that stuff. Not a lot, but you'll start to pick up.
Yeah, and you're still close enough to. I mean, your mind has changed enough that you're not like 10-year-old,
Yeah.
and the way that you view the world. So you've got a bit of distance from that, and you can kind of look back on it with a certain reflective mentality. That's where the movie will work. Some of the more adult type of things, you're gonna have to wait a bit to get it all.
So yeah, it's yeah, but what's good about another good thing about this movie though is that there's not too many cons. I think just the cons just basically revolve around the fact that it's not really good for kids.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you could argue that its setting and the time in which it's set is as we move on more and more alien to audiences. But I think that there's also a reason because it came out in '83 and it's set like back in the '40s. The the idea of it is that it should be distant because much like looking back at when you were younger, it's a different time and a different way of thinking and all that. And so kind of setting it in this it's not really idyllic, but it kind of is because it's your childhood. The era in which it's set, there's no there's no big adult themes going on with it, nor is there anything that really locks it into a certain time, other than maybe listening to the radio.
Yeah,
The
Little Orphan Annie.
yeah, that kind of stuff. Little Orphan Annie was still very much culturally relevant in the early '80s. Probably not so much now.
Yeah, not
um,
so much now. A lot of nowadays. I mean, hell, Little Orphan Annie. I mean, she was like known for her red hair, and now the most recent Little Orphan Annie movie, um, she's been recasted as a little black girl.
I'm shocked that they swapped races, and also that it was a ginger that they replaced.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing, but it's just like it kind of it
Yeah, and
negates
again,
the point.
it doesn't have because in 1980 or '81, Annie the movie came out and kind of made Little Orphan Annie more relevant culturally. You had the musical that had been going on in Broadway, but you also still had enough people that we would have grown up watching. Not necessarily Little Orphan Annie or listening to it on the radio, but you would have heard references to it in like reruns that we were watching from the '50s or '60s. So we would have been more aware of it. I think there's a certain dated quality to some parts of it, and that's a con. But it's kind of unavoidable. You can't future proof your setting, but you can future proof your story, and I think they do a good job of that. The things, the topics that they kind of cover are the universal things that all kids experience.
Yeah. Sadly, though, although this isn't really a con, but rather just a result of today, sadly, today's generation won't really give a damn, nor will they get any of the jokes, nor will they try to. If anything, they will probably try to their best to find fault in the movie. Um,
Yeah, I think so the we often kind of get a view of current generation based on the antics of the worst parts of that generation. I know plenty of younger people, like 19 to 30 kind of ages, and a lot of them know this movie and like it. But they're also the ones that aren't permanently on Twitter, and or on TikTok or things like that, right? They actually have a real job, the real families.
yeah,
Many of them are married and having kids and
the
all
ones
that.
that aren't on permanently on Twitter or Blue Sky and things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, and so we often kind of get caught up with the, oh my god, well, I don't know about this generation. I was like, I've met plenty of them that we're fine. The don't worry about the lunatics. Every village is, it always had its idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter is just happens to be like the international convention of village idiots, and
Yes.
and so when you see that, you just go, oh yep, idiots doing idiot things. Okay, great. I'll worry about the ones that are actually doing something in the world.
Yeah, which is kind of sad because, but yeah, like I said, this movie is great with a certain age group.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, though, it has also because of the age group that it's great with. That also means it hasn't aged well.
yeah, I think the biggest thing about like a lot of Christmas movies, if you watch like Miracle on 34th Street or The Wonderful Life, things like that, a lot of that is the appreciation we get as adults. The reason that we're able to do that is that we revisited it, and the reason we revisited it is that it was a part of our childhood, and
Hmm.
that our parents kind of handed down the tradition of watching it, right? I mean, all of my kids have seen this movie countless times, and we can
Yeah.
start quoting it, off the top of our heads. But part of that was me intentionally showing it to them because um, I knew that at some point they're going to be old enough that they look back on this and they're like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a bit of a Ralphie on this about this one thing, or I remember when my dad lost his shit trying to work on the furnace or whatever,
Yeah,
and that.
that my dad was definitely Randy's dad. My dad was definitely like Randy's dad. Um, and then when my parents got divorced, my mom became that dad, and
Mhm.
and then
And
of course I was a little bit of a combination of Randy and Ralphie. Um,
yeah, that's the best part is that we see bits of ourselves in all of the characters,
yeah,
and that's kind of the point. I don't need affirmation of me. I already have a mirror. I'm more interested in seeing, good characters that I
hmm,
can understand aspects of, or even if it's not who I am, it might be who I wish I was.
yeah,
Right? It's more aspirational, in behavior or whatever. But I think this movie is really good about kind of staying away from politics, staying away from modernity, and just
yeah.
saying, hey, these are just the things as kids. Period. The end.
Yeah, this is what you call entertainment.
Indeed. Yeah.
It's entertainment, but it's not only just entertainment, but it's entertainment from a point of view that everybody can understand because they've been through it.
Yeah. And
Um,
and 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 there's a bit of a hero's journey with this, right?
yes,
That Ralphie has to go through struggles to attain the thing that he most wants, and he encounters failure and
yes.
obstacles, and that.
Which also serves slightly as as coming of age because
Yes, absolutely.
he's learning. Oh crap! This doesn't exactly work. This is what happens when you do this. he's like you said, it's a hero's journey, but it's also coming of age.
Yeah, and
Um,
and the nowadays what you see is essentially if he if he imagined it, it would just be manifest in the universe because he spoke it into existence, and you were always, wonderful and simply wishing for a thing, it would have appeared. But that's just bad writing. It's lazy,
mhm.
and too many movies now are therapy sessions for the writers, and then we just have to watch it and suffer. Whereas this one is, again, it's aimed towards. Yes, there are particular parts of it that are specific to the writer, but the universal values and themes that it applies to anybody.
Yeah, and it's like, and if you want something that really, really, really goes for kids, like if you really want to entertain your kids and you want to sit them in front of a TV and have them watch something, well then have them sit them in front of the TV and have them watch Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing about Christmas. Any Christmas movie now is good for well, almost any different and almost any the classic Christmas movies uh, are good for what is our generation. Um, like Rudolph, I remember Rudolph as a kid. I still enjoy watching Rudolph. I still enjoy watching the original Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think the only one that I never liked watching was Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah, yeah,
I found that extremely boring.
yeah. It suffers from a lot of like Christian media where they get the I need to have theme. They miss the entertaining part.
Mm-hmm.
I remember as a kid there was a stop motion show that was on Sunday mornings because we had Saturday mornings for cartoons. Sunday mornings were the wretched times. And Davy and Goliath, which was very much Christian oriented, and we're gonna try and teach certain ethics and all that, and it never worked as a kid because there's no entertainment value in it at all. It's just being lectured by an adult, except they're using stop motion boy and his dog.
Yeah, exactly. Um, and this is just, but A Christmas Story is just one of those movie classics that you just never get tired of. Um, as you get older, I mean, when you see it as a kid, okay, yeah, it's boring. But then when you get older, it becomes funny.
Yeah.
Um, and that's the beauty in it.
I
Uh,
mean, I think well, the other thing is that yes, it's discussing Christmas, but it isn't like heavy handed with the religion.
yes,
And so
it's not even really mentioned.
yeah, one of
That's
my
the great
best
thing.
one of my best friends was Jewish, and he loves this movie. Well, loved. He sadly died. But his his Christmas day routine was go to a Chinese restaurant and get Peking duck because he loved this movie, and he grew up in Russia, in the Soviet Union, and so the that everything that you're seeing or whatever that in no way would match his experience, but it does match his experience as a child, and the idea of the obsessing about the thing that you
Yes,
want to have and all of that, right? All of it works.
all children have a Christmas toy that they obsess over, that they want to get. And if they don't get it, it ruins their entire Christmas. And you see that in the movie.
Yeah.
Um, they
Yeah,
show
and
the
it could be for other kids. It could have been like their birthday or
yeah,
Hanukkah gift or whatever the hell it is, right? That. But there's always the time and thing where we just become obsessed with thing that may be out of reach, but we're going to try for it anyway and do all we can, whether you succeed or not.
hmm. So yeah, it definitely has more pros than cons. Like I said, that the cons mainly lie in the generation gap and the age gap, and that is with children.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, as for the pros, I mean, they really don't. they don't miss a beat when it comes to the
No, it's so
well,
strong
yes,
the
it's so
cons. Yeah, the cons that I would look at are mostly I'm going to be a little picky about certain things, or just kind of step back and meta or whatever. But the writing is so strong and the acting is so good, and
hmm
they really did kind of recreate the era
yes.
correctly. And so yeah, I can't complain about this movie much at all.
It's a very solid movie. The casting was great. I mean, I
Mhm.
can't think of other people. I can't think of anybody who could be able, anybody else who could nail the characters as well as Darren, Melinda, Peter, and Ian did. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
they did such good. They did such a good job. I can't think of anybody else who could do it better.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody that would do Ralphie better. And then, the great thing about Melinda and Darren is that they do the parents well, but then when they are in the fantasies, they so ham it up and go over the top that
hmm
it's just great. And it's hard to find people that have the ability to be realistic parents, but also these melodramatic
Yeah,
fantasy characters, and yeah, they're fantastic.
yeah. It is definitely a super solid movie.
Hmm.
Um,
So what was the I would chat that noticed a few that are like talking about the gifts that they get or whatever. What was the gift that, oh my god, the world would end if I don't get it? And then did you get it or not? Because I'm
mm,
interested. What about Scooby? What was the one thing? Oh my god, I have to have it. I mean, the world will end if I don't get it. What
uh,
was it, and did
every
you?
every year I had a gift that was like that.
Yeah.
In my eyes. Um, I was a big Barbie collector.
Hmm.
Um, and one year I was obsessed with getting the holiday Christmas Barbie doll. And it was one of those Barbie dolls that you don't play with. It's one of
Yeah,
those
you
ones
just leave it in the box. Yep.
it was so extravagant and beautiful that you leave it in the box, you don't touch it.
Hmm.
Um, and I wanted it so bad as a kid. And I ended up getting it.
Look at that.
Um, and according to the chat, Papa Stitch, he wanted a boombox.
Okay, what model of boombox? Do you remember it? Is it like locked in your head where it was like, oh, it was the JVC with the dual BU meters and all of that, and did you get it?
Yeah. Chat, is there anything that you had in your head as a kid that you so wanted? The world, the world just your world depended on it.
Yeah, I mean, how can I? Yeah, yeah. I mean, okay, I gotta have like the big. I mean, I'm gonna need somebody else to help me carry this thing around. But one side is on one guy's shoulder, and then the front of it's on the other when it's so big.
Yeah, I want the biggest one, the one that'll impress everybody the most. That's what he wanted. Oh, Zalosi has a great
Uh
one.
huh.
Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Oh man, that's like the ultimate Christmas gift right there for any gamer.
Yeah.
Um, we didn't get that for Christmas. My brother and I, we had to earn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Um, I did remember one time I wanted for my birthday, and I never got it. I never got it. It was a PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't Christmas time, but it was a present that I severely wanted so bad. It was a PlayStation 2. I never got it until the PS3 came out. My brother had a PS2. He I asked, and he had Xbox 360. I was like, dude, you have a 360. You don't need the PS2. Give me the PS2. It's like I begged him for years, and you know, finally, when it was no longer relevant, anyways, he gave me the PlayStation
Yeah.
2.
He's like, all right, here you go. Yeah.
But, fuck that. I still use it. I have plenty of games for it. I still use it. It's like, you think I'm going to toss that thing around? No, I fought for that bitch. I'm going to use it. So, yeah, but as a kid, it was always that one particular Barbie doll. Or when I got older, I was huge into comics.
Yeah.
And my comic book of choice was Catwoman.
Oh.
And I have like a whole bunch of Catwoman comic books. I mean, like, I have Catwoman comic number 0. And I was at a San Diego Comic-Con, and they had the person who drew the Catwoman comic books and
nice.
made them and stuff. So I got to meet them. But that one Christmas while I was in California, I was in a comic book shop, and I came across this Catwoman drawing, and I wanted it so bad. And my dad was like, if you want it, I'll get it for you, but you have to. And he knew I was bad with math. And he was always trying to push. My math skills.
Yep.
Always. I mean, it's, he was a dad. He thought he was doing, the best.
Yeah.
But I have what's called dyscalculia. It's basically, when it comes to math, you're dyslexic.
Yeah. The numbers get messed up in your head.
Yeah. So I tried so hard. So I got so depressed that Christmas, because I knew I was never going to be able to figure it out. My grandparents tried to help me. Like I said, my grandfather, Greg, he tried to give me a calculator. And unfortunately, though, when he did it in front of my dad, not the wisest choice. And then 1-800-Grandma, she comes in, swoops for the save. I wake up Christmas, opening presents, and there it is.
Got it anyway.
And I got it anyway. And my dad was livid. He said, you are spoiling her. I did get
and the grandmother said, that's right.
Yeah. And I remember one Christmas I got a Sega Genesis.
Oh yeah.
Which I was not expecting. Which was also kind of, it was great for me because it meant I could finally break away from my brother's Nintendo hogging.
Yes.
And play Sonic.
Yeah.
To my heart's delight.
And then he had the great platform wars inside the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he couldn't get to it because it was in my room.
Maha.
Yes, exactly. It was in my room.
You would walk out occasionally and go, the Genesis is superior to all. Bow before the Genesis, but you can't come near it. You can't touch it.
Oh, yeah. He and I got into the console fight.
Oh, yeah.
And even when he wasn't around, I'd still use his Super Nintendo. I'd still use the regular Nintendo. And, of course, one of the Christmas gifts that both he and I got that we wish we never got. Duck Hunt. Everybody has that one Christmas gift that they really, really want. And everybody has that one Christmas gift that they don't want. And they show it in the movie too. Socks.
Yeah. Yep.
Nobody gives a damn about socks.
Yep.
Yet you always end up with socks each year.
Oh, yeah.
I even had that problem. I always ended up with either socks or stockings.
I mean, at least you're not getting the bunny suit. That would really be the worst present.
My dad, they say it in the movie. The father, didn't I get a tie? I always got my dad a tie.
Oh yeah, yep.
And he always hated it because it was always a print he didn't like, and I would always be getting him ties that were the exact same fucking print ties that he wore. Yeah, you see Papa Stitch. The socks that I got though weren't from grandma. They were from my own damn mom.
Yeah, underwear. Underwear was another one you would get. You were like, "Are you kidding me? This is a Christmas present."
Yeah, exactly. This is it's like, Mom, this is something we can go out to the store
Yeah,
and get.
yeah. I had
But
a I had so my first game system was an Atari 2600. I bought a Sega Master System. It wasn't a bad setup. And then I kind of bowed out for a bit, and the next console I bought was the PlayStation 1 when it came out.
yes, Zelosi is right. That's something we all got as kids. Clothing from grandparents.
Yeah, I had a great aunt that would send like either $1 or later $3, but she would laminate them with tape
What?
inside the card. I mean, to the point that you basically had to get an X-Acto knife and just cut it out, and then try and separate the bills or whatever. It was just because she was so worried about them, like because she would send cash, and so she was so worried about it being loose in the envelope or somebody would steal it. She would tape it down, and there was so much. She had to use like 2 rolls of Scotch tape to
That's
get it
like
in.
that's like that's not even trying to that's not even protecting them. That's like being mean right there.
Yeah, I mean, she all of her intentions were great, but my cousins and I will laugh to this day about Anine and her laminated dollar bills in the Christmas cards.
But yeah, I mean, we've all had these experiences, and of course, like I said, I was the picky eater in the family. Um, it was good luck trying to get me to eat. Um,
I would eat unless it was something I didn't want, and then I was like, no, I'm good. And I must have been like 4 or 5, and my dad got on a kick where he was using pimento spread for
yeah,
sandwiches, right? Yeah, and I'm like, no. And so he made the sandwich, and I was just like, I'm not eating that. And he was like, well, you have to eat it. And I said, no, I don't. And so they were saying, well, okay, we're going to watch the 10 Commandments on broadcast TV, right? Which is like 3+ hours. Uh,
yeah,
and you can't leave the table and watch the movie unless you eat the sandwich. The hell with that. And I sat at the table the entire time, and the movie ended. And then my dad says, we'll put it away. We'll give it to you tomorrow. And I'm like, and I won't eat it then either. And so my mom ended up hiding the sandwich and telling my dad I ate it because she knew that neither of us were going to give an inch. And my dad found the sandwich in the
oh God,
and began to blame me, and my mom had to actually explain that she did it. And so I dodged out of it. But I was like, no, I will go to China and starve with those children before I'll eat that damn sandwich. Hell no.
yeah. My there were times where if
Oh
I
no, see,
missed,
Papa Stitch, I was happy to go hungry. I
yeah,
no, that's fine. I'll skip this meal. That's fine.
yeah, my dad would be like, okay, well, in that case, go to bed without dinner. And of course, next thing I know, like around 9 p.m. or so, when my parents were asleep, or rather, when my dad was asleep, my mom would come up, knock on my door with like this little vegetable tray, and be like, uh, here you go. Here's your prisoner's dish.
Yeah, man, not me. I'll be like, no, nope, I'm good. I won't eat.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, but yeah, I would gladly take the vegetables, but oh man, some of the stuff like squash, you could not get me to eat it.
Oh, really?
No,
I love cooked squash.
you could not get me to eat squash. You could not get me to. You could not get me to. You could not get me to eat Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts.
I can't stand either one. So
Love them.
I was a little, like I said, I was just like Randy when it came to food. I mean, I wouldn't stick my face in the plate and start oinking and moving the food around. No,
Yeah,
but I was a picky eater.
yeah.
Um, but also, just like Ralphie, I sure as hell knew how to spin a wild tale.
Oh
And
yeah, oh yeah. And try and play your parents. Although half the time they were just looking at you like, "Really, you're bringing that weak sauce onto the court
yeah,
with that story?"
yeah, it's like yeah, we tried that. We've been there, we've done that.
I
Don't even think about it.
that was what I told my children. I was like, all right, first of all, don't lie to me because you all have tells and I can read you like an open book. And I was like, second of all, if you are going to lie to me, make it good because do not insult my honor. I came up with much better lies when I was a kid than the stuff I've seen from you. And they learned, the couple of times they lied, I just look at them and go, why are you lying to me? I'm not lying. I was like, you're giving one of your tells. And I would tell them one of their tells. And then they would realize it. Oh, yeah, okay. Here we go. But yeah, my biggest thing was don't bring those weak lies. I was a much better liar than you. You insult me with this stuff.
Dan just entered the chat. Hey, Dan, I got a question for you if you're still in chat. For Christmas, what was the one thing that you absolutely positively wanted that you could not live without unless you had it?
And did you get it?
Yeah, and did you get it? This is a question for everybody in chat. AJ, all of you. This is a question. Think about it. Good and hard. What was the one thing you wanted?
Yeah, even today, like if you ache for, like if you didn't get it, if you saw it in a pawn shop or a flea market, you'd buy it right now just to finally have it, even if you weren't going to do a damn thing with it as an adult.
Fox Hills, Zalosi, all y'all. If there was one thing, think hard, think good. Did you get it?
I mean, they must have. They survived. Because you couldn't survive if you didn't get it. It would be the end of the world.
Yeah, for a kid, it would be.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, kids find out that the world does not end the way that they think it would, and you keep going.
Okay, AJ has her answer.
Oh, look at that.
She wanted a telescope, and she did get it.
Awesome.
That is awesome. That's awesome. So I take it you're into looking at stars and stuff. That's awesome. A telescope, man. I would not even think about wanting something like that because I just wasn't into anything like that.
Oh, I had a couple of telescopes.
Then again, if I ever wanted to use a telescope, my grandparents had one. But then again, those were the grandparents in California.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a hard one to think on, Zalosi. That's how it is for all of us. Like I said, for me, it was as a kid, it was primarily the Barbie dolls.
I think mine was 1980. The Empire Strikes Back came out, and then in the Christmas catalog they had the walkers, the AT-ATs, and oh man, I wanted that, but they were spendy, but oh my god, I got this and that, whatever, and so I ended up get up Christmas morning, and there's a big box, and go look. Yep, I got the walker. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. My friend, meanwhile, got the snow speeder and the Millennium Falcon and something else. And so, the I can't live without this thing suddenly became, man, I kind of like those things too. And it was so, I mean, I still have the walkers that my kids grew up playing with it, all of my stuff. But I did end up, I think I was like 19, and I was at like a Goodwill, and there was a snow speeder sitting there for $3, and I bought it just because I wasn't anything I was going to do with it, but I was just like, nope. I remember wanting you, and now I'm going to have you.
Let's see. Rio says, can't really say. My brain was still in development when I was a kid. That's no excuse.
Yeah, that's kind of being a kid.
Yeah, that's the whole point of being a kid. Papa Stitch. Yeah, that was on the top of the list along with the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh, who didn't? My brother had the Millennium Falcon, the walkers, the little figurines of Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, and Han Solo, and the Wookiee.
Yep. Yep, I still have all of my action figures.
Zalosi, mentioning that, I wanted a lot of the larger Ninja Turtle stuff, like the Turtle Van or the Technodrome, but never got them all.
Wow. And yet you survived. But at the
Yes.
time, the mere thought of surviving without those, just inconceivable.
Yes. Dark Exile, did you have any Christmas presents as a kid that you absolutely positively wanted but never got or did get?
Yeah, the one that was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna die if I don't get this. This is the most important thing ever.
I mean, I think there were a few for me, but I lived. I lived
Yep.
after my parents brought me back to life. You know, CPR
Yeah.
does wonderful
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Yeah. They had to call EMS, but it was able to.
Oh, I've never met anybody that said that before.
I met a few people, but the thing is, like as a kid, there are other opportunities, birthdays, things like that, where you're just like, oh my God, this is the thing, must have.
But yeah. So as for this movie,
I suggest watching it.
yes. Oh, Fox Hills has their answer. I needed a bike one year because I was tired of walking everywhere.
Mm,
Did you ever get it? That was one thing. That was another thing I wanted as a kid. I wanted a bike.
yes.
Every kid wants a bike at some point in time during Christmas or at their birthday, and I got one at Christmas.
I mean, it's freedom.
Yeah.
Man, I can go so much farther. I can, the world is expanded, and I don't have to have my mom drive me somewhere. And she says no. I can just get on my bike and go.
Yeah, and as soon as the training wheels were removed, I learned the hard lesson as towards what happens when you don't pay attention.
Oh yeah.
And I have the scars on my knee, on both my knees, to remind me of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you got it.
Look at
Awesome.
that. Which explains why they're here today, because
Yes.
they were able.
And
The world continued.
and it never hurts to have the puppy eyes. It never works. You got to master the art of puppy eyes.
Yes. Yes.
Um, Especially if you are the youngest. And normally, if you're the youngest, you're no doubt going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, as far as this movie goes, I would have to say, watch it, people. Watch it,
Absolutely.
especially on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day. TNT shows it 24 hours.
Yep.
There's no way you can miss it on that day.
Just back to back to back to back.
Yep. So 100% watch it. Subjectively, I would give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, from my point of view, there's no way you can go wrong with it because of my experiences. It hits me smack dab where I've what I've experienced in life. And what about you?
Yeah, I mean, just on the things I love, whether they're good or not. Yeah, I absolutely give this a 10 because I adore this movie. And objectively, I mean, I can't go any lower than an 8, and I'm probably leaning towards a 9 just because the writing is so good and what it's trying to convey. The
Yes,
taking you back to that child's mentality when the greatest worry was trying to get your Red Ryder range model BB gun.
the
Uh,
child's mentality, the family,
yeah, all of
what
the
families
just
were back.
the everything that involved childhood. Oh God, I got to go to school, so do this stuff, and then you were there mostly because you wanted to hang out with friends at recess or something like that, and then dealing with bullies and all of that.
Oh
It
yeah,
is very much an excellent revisiting of childhood that isn't sugar coated and isn't glossed over. That it's from a child's mindset, but it still deals with some of the adversities that children deal with, and the obsession with that this is the most important thing in your world. And you lock in on it and you look at it now as an adult and you go, I mean, come on, this is really, but But no, I mean, you look at it and go, yeah, when I was that age, absolutely, that was the most important thing.
Yeah, exactly. I would have to agree with you on the 9 out of 10 because it is an extremely solid movie, well casted, well written. The
Set
comedy,
design,
set design, the
yeah, costumes,
comedy,
everything. Yeah.
yeah, it's all it all hits the nail on the head.
Hmm.
With the exception that they try to show it, they try to market it towards kids as well. The only thing is those kids won't get it,
Yeah.
um, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Uh, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it has it is written for a certain audience, and it succeeds with that. Stepping outside of that audience gets a little
Yeah, it's
shaky.
yeah, like Papa Stitch says, it was a simpler time, and nowadays, today's generation, they wouldn't get it.
I think there are some that do the terminally
Yeah.
online and the cynical and sarcasm and all that stuff. No, there's a this movie is like sincerity manifest.
Mhm.
That really a BB gun for Christmas is the most important thing in your life. They'd be like, oh my God, but what about gender equity? And this is shut up, get away from me. As a child,
Yeah.
you don't think about that.
This is what a genuine Christmas movie is
Hmm.
like.
Yep.
It is this literally is very much what a family Christmas looks like. It's not one of those it's not one of those stupid Hallmark holidays.
Yeah.
It's not a DEI type or anything like that. This is literally back to the days, back at the simpler time, and it shows what a typical family goes through for a Christmas. But this family is just going through his eyes. And it's like I said earlier, and like you've also said, there's not a single thing in this movie that none of us have not been through at some point in time.
Yep.
Uh, and still, haven't gone through, but most likely will. Uh, because for some of you guys out there, some of you are parents now, uh, and it's some of the movie is going to start striking you. Some of you aren't parents, but you're older now, and you get the jokes, and you realize, hey, I've been through this. Hey, I've had that thing of, I want this item. I can't live without it. I'll
Yep.
do whatever it takes to get it. And there's other people out there who have, their friends are their life, or they've gotten into fights, they've had to deal with bullies, and so on. This is a traditional movie. It goes back to a simpler time, but it's also very realistic.
Yep.
And what's great is because the reason this is so realistic is it's based on a guy's life. The guy who wrote the book narrates the movie. He's telling about his life as a kid as he grew up. So it's really awesome. It's very well done. But I just gotta mark it down because it's a shame that they try to push it towards kids when this is not a kids
Yeah,
movie.
it was more a marketing failure than anything else.
Yeah, it was a marketing failure. But nowadays it's a cult classic, family classic. Um, if you want something for kids, stick them in front of the TV and play Rudolph
Yeah.
or Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yep. Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, exactly, Papa Stitch. Try to wash a kid's mouth out with soap these days, and you'll have to deal with Child Protective Services. Exactly.
I'll wash Child Protective Services mouth out with soap as well.
Yeah. Or get a shock collar for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know.
Indeed.
So for final score on this one, we're gonna have to slap on it the silver paw.
I think it's earned it.
Yes, it has. It earned it, the silver paw. Sadly, not the golden paw, but it got the silver paw, which is
Yeah, I
just
mean, if
as
you're just talking about how much I enjoy this movie, absolutely. I mean, platinum, go platinum. It is top tier.
yeah. And yeah, it's always going to be it's always going to be number one in my heart. It's always going to be the one movie that I will sit in front of TV and watch over and over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
There are some where I will just watch, like maybe 2, 3 times, like White Christmas,
Yeah.
Rudolph, 2, 3 times, because I can only take so much Rudolph.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I'll watch that one constantly. I'm sorry, but
I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole.
Yeah, there's something about How the Grinch Stole Christmas that just matches up there with A Christmas Story. You want to watch it all the time.
Yep.
But sadly, it's not on as much as much
No, a
anymore.
lot of those aren't.
No.
They used to just run them all the time, and you'd catch them. And no, not so much anymore.
Yeah, no, not so much. Actually, on tomorrow's podcast, I'm going to go over why, because Suns and Shadows. Well, actually, let's just go on to it. How about your outro? We'll just move on to the outros. You got anything coming up?
I got nothing. I'll be on Masculine Mondays with Nick from The Plot Strikes Back. We'll be covering Lethal Weapon, another Christmas movie. I mean, if nothing else, it starts out with him buying a Christmas tree, and it ends with Mr. Joshua shooting the TV and saying it's goddamn Christmas. So there you go. That's a Christmas movie.
I guess you could say the same thing about Spider-Man: No Way Home.
There you go. See,
Christmas movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Does Christmas is it an integral part of the movie? Yeah. Okay. Well, then it counts. Yeah. So we'll be doing that one, and I have no idea what I'm doing throughout the week. It's always kind of a spin and see.
Okay. Well, Saturday I will be doing Scoobypup'S podcast, 5 p.m. Eastern. I will have Suns and Shadows, and we will be covering holiday Christmas movies and their controversies. Basically, we're going to be covering Rudolph, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Little Drummer Boy, all that stuff, and why so many people have turned Karen into it, have turned Karen on it. It's a Wonderful Life, all that stuff. And if you want to, Emperor Goodwin, you're more than welcome to pop into the chat. I'll send you a link if you want to come in and join us.
I'll see what my availability is, but my wife kind of owns my weekends, so she gets to.
Like I said, if you want to pop in, just hop in chat, say hello, and I'll send you a link.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we're going to be covering those types of holiday movies, going over why they aren't on there and why you don't see them that much, and why so many people flip their shit over them, as well as cover a few of our favorite holiday movies that luckily have not been taken off the air, and talk about why we love them so much. So, guys, stick around for that. Come on by, and Scoobypup'S Barcade, I will pick up on Monday. We're going to start up with Silent Hill F again. I will be going through a living hell because I have no more weapons in the house that I am in. So I'm just going to be spending most of my time running and screaming.
But considered using harsh language.
Yeah. Running and screaming through every little direction that I go through while trying to solve annoying puzzles and all that stuff, while at the same time running away from monsters. So, yeah. Monday, I'll be doing Silent Hill F. I will put up the time on both YouTube and Twitter as towards when that will start. Also, I finally have a gaming laptop, which means I will be doing occasional game streams on Steam. And when that happens, I will be putting up notes as well. And the first one for Steam is going to be Alice Madness Returns.
Nice.
Because that was the very first platinum I ever got on my PlayStation.
Mhm.
So yeah, and it's been a very long time since I played that game. It is so fun. So as soon as Tomby helps me set up my OBS,
Oh, yes.
I will stream that. So yes, so thank you for coming and reviewing this with me.
Oh, it's my
For all
pleasure.
of you in chat who came, awesome. Thank you so much. And I hope you have all been good boys and girls, and hopefully you will get your Christmas presents. None of you better misbehave, otherwise you will get coal. And if you do get coal,
You shoot your eye out.
yeah, we're gonna make sure you shoot your eye out.
Mhm.
Or we're gonna get a hold of Krampus. One of the two.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah. So behave, be good. You better watch out. Santa Claus is coming.
Eddie's pissed.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, all that wonderful stuff. And if you're interested in taking parts in any future Ruffviews or podcasts or whatever, become a member. Choice is yours. Tons of fun stuff to do. But like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And thank you so much for, like I said, thank you so much for watching. Have a great holiday. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, for Scoobypup'S podcast. Have a nice one.